I literally don't have it.
Cap. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, it's gonna be a silly pod today. I could tell.
You can't even pronounce it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the SBRBN podcast.
It's your girl Tally.
It's your boy Scotty.
And we back with another episode.
Can we start saying this is LA's favorite podcast or no? I've been thinking about that.
You know, definitely one of the best. And I'm not biased at all.
She looks right in the camera saying,
"Oh my god, silly pod today." I like silly pods though, so I'm with it. So you know I like to go off the rails a little bit, but
let's just check in. Let's check in. How was your weekend? What'd you do? Anything fun?
I was outside this weekend, man.
I was always outside.
Yeah, I'm always outside. I'm Mr. Outside. I'm embracing Mr. Outside. I was outside. I went to the cookout 3-year anniversary.
You know, I saw you. You was on a bunch of people's stories.
I was?
Yeah.
I like that. You're lying, for real?
No, I'm not.
I didn't even know that. You know what's crazy? This girl handed me like her phone with a big old flashlight on it. And me, I'm so humble. I'm like, okay, you want me to get video of you? But it was like a selfie thing. So I'm doing this. The girls are behind me. And then she was like, oh, you're not going to be in it? And I was like, oh, you want me in it? So I went in it and stuff like that. And then the next day, like, girls are weird. But the next day, her best friend had hit me, was like, yeah, she was being so thirsty, blah, 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 blah. Like, why would she do that? I just be trying to have fun.
What?
I just be trying to have fun.
That's weird. Did they post it?
Yeah, they posted it.
Okay.
They posted it. But yeah, the cookout 3-year anniversary. Shout out DJ Social. That shit was a vibe. I want to throw Scotty and Friends rooftop party up there this summer. I'm going to. So
he invited me. I didn't go, but it looked fun. It looked like a good time. I think my social battery was drained because I had a panel that I moderated on Friday night. Shout out to Being Indie's Major. You know, it was a great event. A lot of people in the music community popped out. So it was basically like a music executive panel, women in music, and for Women's History Month. And yeah, you know, it was a lot of artists. It was performances, and then just like industry advice. So it was cool. I think he posted a recap today, and then he's posting like the full conversation on YouTube. So make sure you guys check it out if you missed it. But yeah, the next day I was dead. After events like that where I'm speaking for long periods of time, I get tired. I need to recharge. I don't want to talk to nobody, so I be chilling.
How long was the event?
It was like 4 or 5 hours. Our panel was like a solid hour. So, you know, it's a lot of like mental energy that goes into prepping for stuff like that. You got to learn all the panelists, you got to know what they do, and then you have to like tailor the conversation towards the theme. So it's a lot more work than people would assume, like that goes into moderating, but I love it. I feel like I'm built for it. So
quick question. How are people finding you for this stuff? Obviously social media, but I would assume, but like.
Yeah. Well, my friend Walter is the one who put it on, and Walter and I have known each other for years just through like the industry stuff. And for the event specifically, it's like tailored towards independent artists, independent music execs. I've been independent for most of my career in music, you know, beside the times that I've worked in like an agency or a publication. Like I have started my own platform. I have my own PR agency. So, and I work with a ton of independent artists. So like Walter, he does playlisting for Apple Music, and he does like R&B and hip hop playlisting. So he was always the person like I pitched, you know, my artist to when it came to like, oh, like this person, you know, keep him on your radar. And he's always supported. Like if it was an artist I sent to him, he would land them on like a big editorial Apple playlist. So,
oh shit.
Yeah, no, it was cool. Yeah, network. And he kept me in mind for this opportunity, which was like the perfect fit. So yeah, I think it's social media that's a part of it, but also just like, I try to like showcase that part of my brand, you know, like I'm a host, I moderate, I speak, I can talk, and that's, you know, a skill.
Nah, that's what's up. That's a vibe. Yeah.
Good vibes.
Wild Weekends. I end up seeing, I do Hey Tony TV. You know what it is?
What is that?
It's this, I actually have him here. It's this dude. You ever seen this dude?
No.
This dude, he's like just funny as hell on Twitter, but we had walked out of the 3-year anniversary thing, and he was just downstairs. I didn't know him, but my homegirl knew him, and I was like, oh, I know this dude. And then like I don't know. He just hopped in the Uber with us. We went to Dot. But I bring up to say, like, in LA, it's so crazy. Like, you just meet people, they might be popping, and we in an Uber. I'm like, fucking get in with us. And then
yeah.
it's crazy how it works.
I will say, like, being outside, it does give you that, like, you could just meet anybody. You can meet who you need to meet in a weekend. Like, if you out here, that's why you hear all the stories of people being like, yeah, I came out here with $1 in a dream and I was sleeping on my couch. And one day, you know, I met so-and-so on the street. They invited me to this studio and shit took off. Like, stories happen like that all the time out here. And I think you got to be outside to kind of like find it.
It happens all the time. And like, bro, when I go out, I may not. No, there's times I'll make money the next, because you see people and they're like, y'all been meeting the bill with you, and then like, that shit really works. It's crazy. It is expensive to be outside though.
It can be. It can be for men.
Yeah, I'm ordering all the Ubers and like. I was out with my homegirl because we went to Norma too, and she was like, okay, like we're gonna Uber down the street to Didi. And then I was like, okay, just order. I'll send you the money. And I realized as a woman, like she wasn't finna do that shit. But it's always on us. It's just crazy. $30 Ubers here and there. It's all types of drinks.
I feel for y'all.
Hey,
as a woman,
do it.
Anything could happen.
Insane.
Nah, facts. But okay, let's get into it. We have some good stories to cover this week. We're going to start off this show with some quick hits. Some quick little tidbits, stories we're not going to dive all the way into, but, you know, still important and happening. I know you had one, Scotty.
Yes, I did.
Started out with Amazon.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't even need my notes for that. So Amazon just put a bid in to buy TikTok, which, sidebar too, HBAR Hedera Foundation, which is a cryptocurrency, is trying to buy them alongside the owner of OnlyFans. So a bunch of companies are throwing in their bids to buy TikTok. As you guys know, TikTok is set to go black again on the 5th of this month. So when this comes out, I think we'll be pacifist, so we'll see what happens. But I think Amazon buying TikTok would be one of the most, like, it would change the game tremendously because TikTok is so heavy with just being able to purchase things. Mm-hmm. So imagine if the company that can send things out literally within 30 minutes is bought by TikTok. Yeah. Imagine if you're able to scroll on TikTok, see a device, address, anything, click a button, and it's at your house in 30 minutes.
I love that. I love the idea of that. Not gonna lie, I'm an Amazon addict. There's a new box at my door every day at this point. But low key, I don't need that. I don't buy on TikTok Shop because I'm like, where is it coming from? I don't know how long it's going to take to get here. And the prices are a little too good to be true sometimes. Like, you can get a whole sofa for like $5 on there. And it'll be like a promo. Yeah, like a Temu promo. So, I don't know. I'm kind of hesitant. I haven't used TikTok Shop ever, but I know people do. So, I can only imagine. If it's Amazon linked to it, it's a wrap for me.
Yeah, I was with my little sister's birthday's coming up. I was helping her like with her shopping, and she came in with like this leather jacket. And I was like, where you get it from? She's like, TikTok Shop, for like $13.
Yeah, so. Yeah, they got some finds on there.
Was it real leather?
You know it wouldn't be.
It's not going to be real leather.
It was $13 worth of leather, huh?
It looked good, though. What we got us for quick hits?
Okay, so next, Kim Kardashian opened a new Los Angeles flagship store for Skims. Mm-hmm. She opened it on the Sunset Strip in West Hollywood, and Skims is now in LA as a flagship. The first opening was in New York, I think, like a few weeks ago, maybe a couple months ago at this point. But now we have LA as a Skim purchaser. I like this. I'm excited about this. They did this cool little like opening for it, partnering with Mel's Drive-In, where people could like, I think, eat and shop. I don't know. But you had to make a reservation to do it. I tried. It was nothing left.
To go in?
To do the partnership thing with Mel's Drive-In.
Oh, got it.
I'm not exactly sure what that consisted of, but one thing like I've noticed with Kim is she's been trying to execute her like creativity in different ways. Mm-hmm. I think she got that from Kanye for sure. But like, do you remember in the New York opening she had that big giant balloon like of herself?
Of course not, but
okay. It was like her in a bathing suit, and it was a giant balloon.
Oh, of her! I did see that. Yes. I did see that. I thought that was dope.
Yeah, so she's getting creative with the marketing.
Yeah, shout out Kim K. She's a legend.
Yeah,
legendary.
Okay. We also have 3 Compton schools that were added to an award-winning learning program, and they've been selected to participate in the Verizon Innovative Learning Schools program, which is an award-winning education initiative designed to address barriers to digital inclusion.
Fire. For me, when I see this, I mean, it just opens up our students, our culture, the ability to compete with, you know, areas that may have more resources. That's really what this is, and I think it's huge. I don't think there's much that you need to add to it besides like go. Like I love seeing this. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Me too.
The more resources, the better. It's crazy to even think, and I mean, we talked about it off camera, like getting these kids to use things like WordPress, Canva at that level. Like that's not even a big thing, but having them being trained on that stuff, AI, all these things already coming out, I think it's very important. So kudos to them.
Yeah.
What schools was it? Did you say it?
I didn't say the schools. I think I forgot to.
I think Emerson was one.
Oh, okay. It was Bursch, Emerson, and Kelly elementary schools that have been selected for the program.
Man.
So with the program, they're providing free technology, internet access, and STEM learning opportunities, which, you know, is obviously important just because it's trying to position students and educators to not only like get up to date on the latest technology, but be leaders in this space, you know, having more kids pursue opportunities in STEM so that you're not only using apps, you're creating them. You know, you're teaching the next generation like how to be a leader in technology, which, as we know, tech is not going anywhere. It's probably one of the biggest growing industries. So shout out to the winners.
Shout out to Compton. Yeah, I like it.
Oh yeah, over the week, rest in peace, Young Scooter. For those, you know, Young Scooter was an Atlanta legend. He was signed to Future Free Bands. He was also signed to Gucci Mane 1017, and he was a big part of the 2010s early trap music. So he definitely was an icon, and I know a lot of artists have been mourning his death. So yeah, I just wanted to take some time to shout out Young Scooter and remember his legacy for a moment.
I did see this. I felt like it passed so quickly. I don't know why.
Yeah.
In the news feed, but I did see this. Did they say how he passed away? We don't know.
Yeah, so wild. He died on his birthday.
No.
Yeah, he died on his birthday, and
it's kind of legendary.
Legendary.
But if I die, I'll go on my birthday. I want to go old as fuck though. But
no, you don't.
What you mean? No, I don't.
You don't want to go die like in bed, can't move.
I'm trying to die at 219. I'm not trying to like the age. What do you mean?
Yeah, really sad. But he was like apparently running from the police. Like,
oh,
that's how he died. I'm not sure exactly.
Was he like 30s?
39.
Running from the police?
Yeah.
That's not okay. We can cut that out. We can cut that out. That's
not sure what was going on, but it was an accidental death. Is what they ruled it.
R.I.P. Young Scooter. You know, having gone to school in Atlanta, I have a deep affinity for Atlanta and the culture. So shout out to Atlanta. Shout out Young Scooter, man. R.I.P. Okay. All right, let's get into the next segment, which is our light news.
Yes.
We got a little light news. I don't know if I'm gonna say this is light, but March 31st did mark 6 years since Nipsey Hussle passed away.
I know. Speaking on, you know, the hip hop community and the deaths, I feel like it's just so tragic when we see legends go so soon. Nipsey Hussle was definitely one of those people who was a legend and should still be here today. And so 6 years since his death feels a little crazy. I still remember like where I was.
I was gonna say that same thing.
What I was doing when I found out.
Wait, where were you?
I was at home. I had just came out of class, and I think I was just watching TV like on my couch, and then I saw the notification. And at the time, I lived in Baldwin, so it was like right down the street for me where it happened. But I remember seeing it like on CNN at first, and I was like, Nipsey Hussle has been shot, and I was like, wait, what? Like I cried. I started crying because I was like, wait, no way. So yeah, no, it was a traumatic moment. And I remember reading about it because it was still developing. But then seeing that it happened at the Crenshaw store and seeing like how it was right down the street, I just remember like I went outside and it was like a bunch of people flocking to the area, and like everybody, you know, bringing flowers and candles. Like they had a candlelight vigil that night.
Yeah,
So,
because it got announced that he passed like that same. Yeah,
and I remember everybody on Twitter was like, "This can't be real."
bro. I worked the phones at AAA. So I used to work the phones at AAA. But at this time, like I was still Suburban Made it had like 6 years ago. We might have like 5,000 followers or something like that, maybe 3,000. And it's so sad and unfortunate. But this was one of the first moments where we made a post and we got so much visibility and followers. And it was, I mean, Jesus Christ, we gained momentum off of like reporting of this. But at the time I was so like invested in just trying to figure out the stories, but it was super heart wrenching. And then at that time too, like videos of it had been surfacing. Thank God, like you can't find them anymore. But it was it low key was you low key just knew like this. I felt like he was gonna make it. It was like, but you didn't know how bad it was.
Yeah.
And then you found out that he didn't make it. It was just like, what?
Yeah, no, for it to actually be fatal. And then I just felt like as the story kept unfolding, like the details just made it worse and worse.
It came in layers. Like he shot him. He went away.
We didn't know
back.
who it was at first. Remember?
And we were looking for him.
Yeah. Ugh, it was crazy.
And I remember that because I remember it was just constant updates for maybe like I don't know how long the timeline was, but I remember they kept looking for him. I used to be at Dirty Laundry, which was my boy's clothing store in Bellflower, and they found him in Bellflower. They found they call him Shitty Cuts. Or Eric. Which is crazy. But that shit is insane, man.
No, facts. But I feel like since then, 6 years, his family has been working tirelessly to like keep his legacy alive. And so Marathon Burger probably being the most recent example of that, shout out Black Sam. Marathon Burger opened recently. They've been, they built that in his name and keeping his legacy alive. Have you had a chance to go yet?
I did. I've had Marathon Burger. Shout out Karen Silva. She actually DM'd me and like got me out there to try it before it had opened. And then I also went to the grand opening and tried it. And it's really good. It's a good burger. I mean, they're not gonna fail with this at all. I think I've said this numerous of times. Knowing what Nipsey's about, that hustle mentality, like got the trap booming. When I was in there during the opening, seeing Black Sam line out the door, to me, it was like, yo, trap booming. Like they got the trap booming, but instead of a weed, like burgers. You know what I'm saying? Like it was insane. It was absolutely insane. So I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, no, facts. I haven't, well, actually I did one time, but I don't know if I got the right thing. I wanted the smash burger and I got the OG.
The Marathon Burger.
Yeah, I got the Marathon burger.
I got the Marathon Burger. Yeah,
I want the smash burger.
They have a smash burger?
That's what Gina says. I don't know. I keep asking her, but I'm going to try it again because I had it like on a whim one day. But this is when I was like on a burger like fanatic. Like I was just having a burger every week for lunch.
Once you when I had my first smash burger, it low-key changed my life. Like I started just
game
changer. I started craving smash burgers. I was like, oh my God. The one thing I'm gonna say about the Marathon Burger, y'all gotta add bacon, bro. That's the one thing stopping them from being in like the top 5 for me. You gotta add bacon, man.
So Marathon Burger is obviously a great burger, but I gotta ask, what is the best burger in LA? Is it In-N-Out, Marathon Burger, Storm Burger, or For the Win, which is the smash burger spot?
Okay, I gotta go. The best burger in Los Angeles is For the Win. Out of that list is For the Win. But the most perfect burger of all time is In-N-Out Burger.
Ooh, this is going to be a controversial take.
There's no more of a perfect burger. It's not the best burger, but it's the perfect burger.
I agree with that because I was on an In-N-Out run for like months at one point in life. I don't care what people say, especially when you land from LAX. The first thing you want is an In-N-Out burger. And I'm not going to lie.
And you guys got to explain that one. Why do you think it's the best built burger?
I think In-N-Out is one of the best because I think they have the perfect bun to meat to sauce ratio.
Mhm.
It's not overly simplified. You know, it's just a simple burger
Mhm.
and it's cheap, you know?
I'm so glad she said price
They
point.
kept the prices the same like for years. And
Yes.
you can't beat it. It fills you up. All you need is one and a side of fries and you good.
Bro,
Good to go.
if I'm hurting, and I've been not, I used to be an Uber driver, okay? You know what it's like to be an Uber driver, to make $50 in a day and be like, I'm gonna go to In-N-Out and only spend $6.60 on a burger and fill myself up? They held me down, bro, for
Yeah.
years, dog. The price point, the texture, and let me give y'all a little secret. Get it well done. Because it don't come well done.
You know, I never get it well done.
It's gonna change your
my
life.
In-N-Out order is a number 2 with grilled onions, no tomato. And that's just how I get it. And I've been getting it like that for years, you know.
Number 2. She's not a real In-N-Out. We say double around. That's a number 1 though. What's a number 2?
Yeah, a number 2 is not a
single?
double. It's a single. I don't do a double.
Hey, yo, you know what? I'm gonna be real. That's how I like my women. You ain't get no double. We keeping it single. Keep it cute. Keep it classy. I actually respect that. The women I be with, give me the double. I be like, damn, motherfucker. How you get what I get? Like, what are we talking about? You gonna get what I get and a milkshake.
My sister gets protein style, which is no bun. And
Yeah, just lettuce.
She's been trying to convince me to get that, but I'm like, no, the bun makes it.
I'm gonna be real. Wendell's watching this. He used to tell me get the protein style. And I used to lie and say, I used to be like, yeah, it's fine. I ain't never got that shit in my life. But I used to lie. I used to be like, yeah, you was right, bro. I'm so fucking
It's
fraudulent.
nothing appetizing about those 2 pieces of lettuce and the meat. Like, no, give me the bun. I need that grilled. Like,
You ever seen you ever watch SpongeBob? Next thing, like, give me the salad. You ever seen that?
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
SpongeBob, I think, is what started making everybody just crave burgers in general. Like, everybody wanted a Krabby Patty.
Wait. Oh, wait. Before we even move on from that, yeah, the first burger I had was Marathon collab with the Krabby Patty.
The Krabby Patty.
Yeah, that was the first one I had.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, you can't go wrong with any of these burgers. I truly like them all. I haven't had Stormburger yet. Have you had that?
I haven't had Stormburger, but the line is always out there.
Where is Stormburger at?
Inglewood.
Okay.
Stormburger's in Inglewood, yeah. Okay, so between In-N-Out, Marathon, Stormburger, and For the Win, I'm a smash burger girl, so I have to say For the Win for sure. Cool.
Can we keep it a buck though?
What?
Don't they got you on payroll?
No.
Oh.
I've done some promo for them.
Solomon, what's going on right
This
now?
is the promo though. I ordered them.
This
on
is the
Postmates.
payback right now.
You can see my Postmates history. Like
Man,
that
hey,
says For the Win, for the win, for the
Hey, we finna leave here. She's like, have Eli clip that up. We gonna send this to him. Next sponsorship is gonna be For the Win. Oh
Contract
God.
renewal.
Oh my gosh.
It's gonna be For the Win logo.
Look at, I promise you. For the win, for the win, for the win.
Damn. No, it's literally like 6 For the Win orders.
Yeah, no, there was a time in life.
Bro, you got me on this door that I haven't been to the grocery store in like maybe 3 weeks because of her.
Really? I can't believe I put you on the Instagram.
Wait, so what's up with those fees add up though? When you don't.
Yo, Solomon, we getting money. We don't care about no fees, brother.
Oh my goodness.
$12.
Okay.
Anyway,
Got it like that.
one thing that I wish though,
Or I'm in debt, but either one. All right, go, my bad.
One thing I wish is that more festivals had like these type of burgers on deck.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't festivals have these kind of burgers? What's your favorite festival food?
My favorite festival food? Ooh, probably either churro. Oh, does it have to be food or could it be dessert?
I guess it could be either.
I'm going to say probably churros or like deep fried Oreos.
Ooh, deep fried Oreos. Yeah. Can't go wrong with that. Well, speaking of food and festivals, Coachella is coming up.
Shout out to Coachella. Yeah, I'm not going.
I'm not going. However, the lineup this year is cool. It's gotten some feedback. So we got Lady Gaga, Green Day, Post Malone. Yeah.
Trash.
Those are the main people. But other people on the lineup include Missy Elliott, Megan Thee Stallion, Shoreline Mafia, 3-6 Mafia, Glorilla, and Mustard.
I'll take Mustard. Does that say Damian Lillard? Oh, it says Damian LaRusse. This ain't for us. It ain't for me.
Yeah. you know, Ty Dolla $ign, I see him. He's on there.
I give Ty Dolla
Money
$ign.
Long. Who else?
I like Shabuzi. I don't really know his music. I just like him as a creator.
Yeah. He was on there last year.
Yeah, this ain't for us.
Have you ever been to Coachella?
Mm-mm.
No?
The only music festival, I mean, I've been to Rolling Loud,
Okay.
but I'm just not a concert goer like that. I've never been. But I would love to go to Burning Man. Obviously, it's not about Burning Man, but
Burning Man. Why Burning Man? So random.
that's just some freaky shit. Like, I'm trying to go.
Because he
Kinda
hasn't
like
been.
rave.
It's an experience.
I've never been to Coachella either. I don't have no want to go to Coachella.
You know, I went to Coachella 3 years ago for the first time, and my experience was a little mediocre. I was covering, so I was working as media, and like I'm used to a certain level of access when I cover festivals, and I will say I had like zero access whatsoever.
real?
Like I basically was like GA, and
As
that
media?
as
Wow.
media, and so that impacted my coverage because I was supposed to get, you know, social content videos, like anything really, and I was like way in the back. I'm
Mhm.
not about to go in the front or wait for anything. You
Mhm.
know, I'm too small for all of that. So yeah, no, content was not easy to get.
It's in Palm Springs, right?
It's in
No,
Palm
it's-
Springs.
Yeah, well, it's in Coachella Valley, but
Yeah.
Oh, Coachella.
Basically Palm Springs. So not only that, it was a hassle to get there. Like obviously you have to stay for the whole weekend. You know, you have to get a place. The prices of everything, hotels and Airbnbs, is through the roof.
Damn. Ain't
It's
that price gouging?
yeah, no, it's crazy.
Well,
It's
I mean,
crazy.
it's pricing for the market.
But so, well, I'll say this: I've never looked at Coachella like the lineups or any of that. I've always the thing that stood out to me was like the parties. Like I know Justin Combs and them will throw parties all the time, and
Yeah.
like that'll be the thing that I always see. Or like I can't think of the people, but I always look at the parties.
I mean, they do have some of the biggest parties. I will say, like brands go all out for Coachella. They do activate around that. Like I went to Revolve Fest, and that was one of the biggest parties. My homegirl Siobhan was DJing, and like it was lit. Like T-Pain pulled up. Who else? Ludacris. It was fun. It was like a 2000s vibe
Okay.
for the festival.
That's
so,
fire.
you know, people get lit. It's like usually open bar. And I guess, I don't know. I mean, there's parties all over that weekend, but like, it's like the Coachella Olympics. It's like you got to figure out, all right, we going here, now we going there. And do you got a wristband for this? And you got a VIP wristband for that. And it's like, it's craziness kind of trying to make sure like you're good for everything. But I will say you get a lot of free stuff because brands are activating and
They're
they are
activating,
giving out
yeah.
merch, shoes, jewelry, alcohol, you name it. Like, it's a great place to pick up
Hold
stuff.
on. Does that say Yo Gabba Gabba?
It does.
Is that the orange dude?
I don't know, but I see Beth Gibbons on there. That's cool.
Yo, Gabba Gabba.
Yeah, I like Post Malone. I mean, he's completely crossed over. Green Day. When I was in my like white boy phase, I listened to Green Day, and then I like a Lady Gaga song. So
A Lady Gaga song, just one.
yeah, I don't even remember what it was, but
Speaking of, that brings me to my next question of what do you feel like has been the best Coachella lineup? The two most talked about ones, I'll just give you a hint. 2018 was with The Weeknd, Eminem, and Beyonce, which everybody remembers Beyonce. She has a whole Netflix documentary on it. And 2017, which was Radiohead, Kendrick Lamar, and Lady Gaga. So both really iconic years for Coachella.
yeah, like I'm gonna mess up my fan base. We going Beyonce, baby, all day, every day. Come on, I need my brownie points. What they thought? Kendrick, shout out Kendrick, shout out K-Dot, but bro, Beyonce
Yeah, and The Weeknd.
and The Weeknd,
Eminem.
and Eminem. I'm be honest with you, that might be one of the greatest big like that hits every single demographic.
Sort of does.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can't. How can you miss? What's a better lineup? You can't.
Yeah, no, that was a fire year. I feel like festivals have to get creative with the lineups these days because everyone kind of is doing the same lineups, I feel like, in the hip hop space. So with Coachella, this is not a hip hop festival. Like, let's remember that. Like, so, but they can't ignore it. So, you know, they got to mix it in somehow, some way.
How do you land Beyonce? What's that ticket look like? That's like $30 million.
Well, isn't they publicly posted something about, I don't know how
They
much
paid
got
her
paid.
so much money, dude.
Let me see how much.
Mm.
Total of $8 million.
That's it?
Yeah.
It was 2018. Man, that's almost
And
7 years
fun
ago.
fact, this was the same amount Ariana Grande was paid for her 2019 performance at Coachella.
Dang. I mean, 8 million for what? Probably not even an hour's worth of music.
Well, they performed 2 weekends, right?
it's 2
So
weekends?
yeah, so she was there for both weekends. That's one thing about Coachella I didn't realize at first.
It's
They
2
have
weeks
this
long?
Coachella
Just
has the same
weekend.
lineup for 2 weekends.
It's not like the whole week. It's just three days and 3 days.
So it's weekend 1, which is the first weekend, which is like everyone says that's the weekend you want to go for the parties, the activations, same lineup. And then weekend 2, same lineup, but it's more chill. It's less crowds.
Yeah.
If you want a cheaper, rate on your hotel, go weekend 2.
Damn.
But it's not as lit. It's not many parties. Not as much.
Man, shout out Coachella. I was like setting up some like people be hitting me up and I'm so fraud because they be like, oh, I'm gonna come on the pod. I'm like, yeah, come on. And they was like, oh, should we come after Coachella? I was like, yeah. I just be saying yeah to people.
Oh gosh.
Oh man, no backbone.
Well, do you think Coachella was a hit or miss on the headliners this
Miss. No. Okay, let me be objective. For me personally, miss. I do think that they're gonna hit their numbers. I mean, you got Lady Gaga in there. I know that that's running people going crazy for that. You got Green Day, completely legendary no matter what. And then you got Post Malone. To be honest with you, this is actually really good. You got Glorilla in here. This is really, really good. If you're like on that, this is good. Like I'm happy with this.
Yeah, it's a little something for everybody.
Yeah.
I feel like I would go to see Mustard for sure. I don't know. I'd probably just go for the vibes, but I've seen all these people in concert before. Well, most of them. I'm here for the hip hop acts though.
Yeah.
Hip hop and R&B. So.
No, for sure. But
Yeah.
this is
solid lineup for people who enjoy. So yeah.
T-Pain's on there.
Yes.
Yeah, he's on
Oh,
there.
I missed that.
See, shit, names like that is game changers. Like, hold on, T-Pain coming? Hold on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, damn. I guess, if you can't make it to Coachella, you can always grab tickets for the OC Fair instead. Ooh. Tickets are on sale.
Oh, yeah, it's back. When does it come back?
Summer season. So the OC Fair is going to happen from July 18 to August 17. And this year's theme is Find Your Happy. So this year they're also promising new attractions, returning favorites. And yeah, cute.
I will be going on a date at the OC Fair this year. I've never been on a date at any of the fairs. LA Fair, OC Fair. I've never been on a date. I've never won somebody a big teddy bear.
What?
My goal, I'm going to vlog it too. I'm going to go win somebody a teddy bear.
Aww.
Preferably an IG baddie. For content. For content. I'm going to go win somebody a teddy bear. Mark my words.
We thought you were being romantic until you ended it with an IG
it's all
baddie
business,
for
bro.
content.
After my last relationship, it's all business, bro. I ain't got anybody. That shit ain't real, bro.
I love the fair. I feel like my favorite part is definitely the food, definitely the games, and especially if somebody wins them for you. Like, I'm going to keep it forever.
Right. All right. What's your favorite fair food then?
My favorite fair food definitely is fried Oreos.
I'm saying it's the same as festival food.
And kettle corn and roasted corn.
Okay, fat. You name 3 different.
That's what you go for. You go to eat. Right?
No, what's the spot with the big ass turkey leg?
Yeah. Well,
it's not my favorite, but you got to mention it.
Yeah, typically fairs and Disneyland.
The best moment at the fair though, you get on the giant Ferris wheel. You got a shorty with you. And it stopped right at the top. That thing stopped.
That's if you lucky. Like if you got you got to tip the guy $20.
Yeah. Thank you. If you got Riz, you like, hey dog, I need to be right at the top. You stop at the top. You know what I'm saying? You just chop it up 5 minutes. You spit game, like, you know what I'm saying?
And then baby, you pull out your phone for content, right?
No, baby, tell me your dreams. You know what I'm saying? What kind of car you want? That type of shit. Maybe not cars. See, you fucked up my flow, but you get the point. Stop at the top. Top of the Ferris wheel, best moment. By far.
Okay, you almost sold me on that one. Speaking of fair food, one of these gotta go.
Ooh.
Is it gonna be corn on the cob, turkey leg, fried Oreos, or kettle corn? Which one gotta go?
Corn on the cob, easy. Corn on
Wow.
the cob.
I love corn on the cob.
I don't.
It's sweet corn with the butter and the salt.
Yes.
They
Okay.
have the best corn ever.
Are we going off a taste? Because what if, like,
Yes.
after, you know, like your breath stink, you on a date?
From the corn? You
Yeah.
put garlic on yours, huh? That's the only way I could think of.
I don't. Well, truthfully, I don't eat corn on the cob. Truthfully, but no. Okay, so what you saying? Go.
Okay, the turkey leg. Who gonna eat?
You right,
First
this
of all,
big ass
this
stupid leg, them GMOs in that motherfucker. That shit fake as fuck.
I don't know. I agree with Scotty because the corn on the cob is the one thing you can get anywhere. All the rest of that you only get at fairs, though. So that makes them sort of special.
You can't get it. Where you be finding big turkey legs at?
No, that's my point.
Oh, you
corn
can't
on the
get
cob
it
you
there.
can get anywhere.
Got it,
Everything
got
else
it,
you
got
got to
it,
get at the
yeah.
fairs.
Yeah, we get that on the street. You know what I'm saying?
the turkey leg.
No, corn on the
the
cob.
little corn, the
Oh,
mile, that late or the corn people.
Well, you can say that about kettle corn. You can make your own. But I'm not getting rid of that one. 'Cause
I love
that one's
kettle
good. Me
corn.
too. The turkey leg could go, in my opinion.
I low key I feel her on that. The turkey leg. Cause I don't even eat the turkey leg for real. Like, I just think corn is just kind of.
I've just never ordered it. Like, if I had a lineup of options, I'm going with all of those first.
You know, your body doesn't break corn down.
Really?
Like when it passes through you, it comes out as.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't need to know that.
Fun facts with Scotty. All right, keep going.
Anyway, it's going to be an eventful summer for sure. I'm going to the fair.
Who you going with?
I don't know, but you know where I'm also going?
Where?
Chris
Inside.
Brown, baby. Breezy tour is coming back.
You got tickets?
Not yet.
Sorry, they didn't. Okay, go ahead. Go.
But yeah, Chris Brown, Breezy Bowl has been announced, and he's gone on tour with Summer Walker and Bryson Tiller,
Yes.
which are the perfect guests in my opinion. And he's bringing back his signature meet and greets.
You pay
Trash.
for those, right?
Yeah, people pay for them.
Yeah.
Between him and Usher, I'm no. I think men everywhere are good on this.
What, the meet and greets?
The meet and greets, yeah, we good.
Oh,
It's just doing too much.
For $1,000, you can pay to meet your icon.
Imagine your girl paying
Your crush?
$1,000 to meet a man.
And take a picture with him, but not
That's
just
worse.
any picture.
That's not just take a picture.
Not
for
just
us.
any picture.
Any
It's not
pose.
just like it's like a we look like we're married type of picture. Like it's like framed. And so I feel like it's genius marketing for Chris because those pictures always go viral.
Always.
They always go viral and people be so happy like to be on his back or like he picking them up or they look like they're in love and he looks genuinely happy with every person he takes a picture with. That's hard to do, to be genuinely like,
I promise to God, I will dump a girl so quick if she parts her lips and says that she wants to do that, it's over with. I swear to God.
I'm not mad at that.
I swear to God.
I'm not mad at that. But I feel like, this tour is going to be special. Like he has been on tour for the last 4 or 5 years. I went to the last one that he did in Inglewood.
He goes every year?
It was great. Well, for the last 4 or 5 years, yeah.
Damn.
3 or 4 or 5, I don't know. He's been on tour basically. That just shows how much material he has. But what separates this tour is it's supposed to be like the 20th anniversary of Breezy.
Yeah.
So this is, for the fans. This is for the people who have been holding him down basically for the last 20 years. One of my girls, shout out Raven, she's one of the biggest Chris Brown fans that I know. She'll go to every single tour, every single stop if she could. But I know she mentioned she's going to definitely be at the LA one and then closing night. But I asked her, I was like, so, as a real Chris Brown fan, what are some things that like fans want to see this time around? And she basically said that people want like the mixtape era Chris Brown. They want songs that he hasn't like performed before. They want like the old stuff. And I started asking her and she was like, just songs that haven't been before. So like a Virgin, songs on 12 Play 101, Lady in a Glass Dress, Drunk Texting. Yeah, all these ones. Yeah, that have.
Is the mixtape era? What's the one that he had with Tyga? I used to really like that album. Is it an album? Was that a mixtape? Do you know what I'm talking about?
With Tyga.
Yeah, some
collab.
Fan of a Fan. It was called Fan of a Fan.
Oh yeah.
Is that a mix? That's his mixtape? That's not the mixtape.
That's not the mixtape.
Okay.
I don't think they're referring.
I'm not a crazy Chris Brown fan. I got some songs though, but
what is your favorite Chris Brown song or album?
I feel like this is. So you know what Proof is from the Royalty album? Yeah. Is that a good one? Is that a good song? Okay, cool. I wasn't sure. I felt like that was gonna be a weird song.
Whatever yours is your favorite.
That's my joint. There's this girl. Her name was Gianna. When I went to Morehouse, she used to go to Spelman, and he had dropped this album during that time, and that song reminded me of her. I could never get her, but we danced one time at this house party, and that song had came on. And we danced to that, and I never forgot that.
Oh, that's such a cute moment. That's like you, Chris Brown, and the girls' moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, would you go to this tour?
Yeah, for sure. As I get older, I'm realizing like I used to like not like I ain't doing that shit. Now I'm like, bro, you got to go out and be in the mix. All the girls is gonna be there. Like they're coming out. Like it's gonna be a vibe for sure.
Yeah, I definitely want to go. I feel like I can't get tired of seeing Chris Brown because he's such a great like performer, honestly. Mm-hmm. So much talent. Definitely one of the best in our generation. And he puts on a show. Like
no, that nigga be doing backflips.
He puts on a show. And I went to the last tour. I was almost crying. Like our seats were really good, but it was like when he started performing like Take You Down, he was on the little circle rotating. Yeah. This man took off his shirt. It felt like I could touch him right there. Like his sweat could drip off the stage and like onto me. Like that's how close it was.
God damn.
Yeah, very descriptive.
Insane.
Nigga, the personification of that.
You can just
crazy.
Picture it now, can't you?
Shit. I mean, you leave me no choice. I'm pretty sure me and Simon had a vivid image of what was happening. Like, I think something hit my lip. Like, what is going on right now?
Good times.
Good crazy.
Times. So what's the most you would pay to see your favorite artist, dead or alive?
And I could, dead or alive?
Yeah.
I could be as close as I want to be?
Yeah, see your favorite artist.
And I feel like my number's going to sound crazy, but this is based on like ticket prices right now. I personally probably pay like $3,000.
Okay, who is your favorite artist that's getting the $3,000?
Okay, my favorite artist would probably be Drake. I wouldn't pay that to see Drake though.
Okay.
But a Jay-Z, a concert? Ooh, I'd pay $3,000 to see Jay-Z. I'd pay $3,000 to see Kendrick. Damn, I wish Drake was a better performer. Who else? Those would probably be my J. Cole. I wouldn't pay $3,000 to see J. Cole. But I'll give it Jay-Z. And I'm going to have to take Kendrick off. I say Jay-Z. That's my guy.
Jay-Z?
That's my guy.
Okay.
If I can get some hits, what? Oh my God.
I feel you.
But I need a picture with him too. Put that nigga on my back. Take a picture of this nigga.
I'm going to have to say Usher. I would pay money to see that man because I've seen his residency twice and never fails. That man puts on a show too. And I think the residency in specific was way better than like his tour that he went on. So I would pay to see the residency, like if he brought it back.
Okay. If you knew he was going to come and like spotlight, sing to you.
I would be there.
But how much would you pay for that?
Priceless. Priceless.
That would be crazy.
That would be so crazy.
That would be crazy.
That's like my life's dream. Little do you know. No, I love some Usher. I am the biggest Usher fan.
Oh my God. Sure. That's fire.
What Raven is to Chris Brown, I am to Usher.
Yeah, this is gonna be dope. And it's at
Well, she said, "Is this new?" I don't know if this is this is old.
No, he was in Vegas when he did that.
Yeah,
Usher.
This was 2020.
Yeah, this is the residency. Yeah, that was great. That was a great show.
Damn.
Top like 2 experiences in life.
Now I got it. So shit. Kendrick and SZA are about to be in LA.
Yeah.
This month, right? Or May?
Oh shit. I think it's this month.
And then
Chris Brown.
Damn.
Yeah, we got a lot of concerts coming up. Man, they're about to take everybody's money. And Beyonce, too.
Damn.
Yep.
My concert plug's been ignoring my texts. They know what time it is.
Beyonce, too. Man, so yeah, I'm excited to see Chris Brown. 20 years is a long time for his legacy. But, 20 years ago, he got his start on 106 & Park.
Oh, I know where you're going with this.
So With that said, BET is working on a reboot of 106 in Park for the digital age.
Fire.
Keke Palmer and Kai Cenat are hosting the first episode. And yeah, the first one is supposed to be in June.
They're hosting the first episode, or are they rotating, or they're the permanent hosts?
I don't know actually.
But I think they're the permanent hosts.
I think they're the permanent hosts. They have been announced as like the hosts for it.
One, that's the idea of it. You hear so many things of like, oh, we're remaking this movie, or we're doing like, this is the first one we're like, damn, that's gonna be fucking fire. That's gonna be fire. Yeah. That's my first thought. My second thought was like, damn, Kai Cenat don't turn shit down. Like,
I mean, shit, he's getting paid for every opportunity, probably like the biggest bags ever. And hell yeah, like if somebody offered an opportunity to do 106 in Park, you know how legendary that is. But also, was Kai Cenat like even old enough to be watching?
That's what I was saying. Like, how did he even know? Like,
he not low-key from that generation.
He don't know. Like, how does he know?
How old is Kai?
Kai probably like 23, 24, something like that.
I don't feel like he's 23.
I barely remember 106 in Park. Like,
he was born in 2001.
But 106 in Park was like a music video platform. So I'm thinking like, because music videos aren't even that big for real. So
I mean, I don't know what impact this new reboot is gonna have like in the digital age. I don't know if it stands a chance of being as big as it was like in the early 2000s when music videos were a huge thing. Like I remember coming home from school watching 106 in Park. So,
and there was less entertainment there. People didn't have stuff on their phones and all
that. I'm not gonna say I think it's gonna be big as hell, but I just don't know. Like they can't just do music videos. It's gonna have to be shit. That might bring music videos back. That's how this shit gonna be crazy, bro.
I just don't know what the format's gonna look like if they're gonna change anything, because they would do like a top 10 music video countdown, and then sometimes they would bring artists on to do like performances, right?
Yeah,
and interviews and things like that.
But the thing is, even off this announcement, I'm telling you, if they want to, they could probably get Beyonce to come be up on that. Like maybe not Beyonce, but people are gonna want to come be on that show.
Yeah.
Like whatever, people are gonna get behind it, rally behind it. Artist performance, they're gonna have no issues with. Like the only issue is like, what content are you gonna be reviewing? Because it can't be music videos.
It's gonna be music videos.
But what music? Like what major music videos? Or maybe I'm just not. I don't know. Do you watch music videos?
I watch some music videos. I mean, I feel like it's not going to have the same impact as it did in the early 2000s. But I love Keke Palmer. I like Kai. I think their chemistry together as hosts is going to be really cool and funny. Yeah. Like they're funny. So if anything, we're going to get the entertainment factor from that alone.
I wonder, what do you think it'll be streaming? Do you think it'll be, it's BET, so it can't be streaming, right?
It's MTV.
Oh, MTV.
Oh, wait. No.
Is it weekly?
I'm dumb. It's BET.
I need the details, like weekly, like what's the...
I'm sure there's a press release. I'm sure there's the info out there somewhere. Yeah. What's the last music video you saw?
Oh, Drizzy. That NOKIA.
Oh, the NOKIA music video.
Is it Stacy?
Who calling my phone?
Is it Tally?
Who calling my phone?
Is it Scotty?
I'm not gonna lie, that might be song of the summer.
Yeah, that shit. Somebody said, I heard NOKIA in the club, I almost did a handstand. I said, you silly. That shit's a bop. I ain't gonna cap.
NOKIA is definitely like the hit that came out of that album. The music video for NOKIA dropped, and people noticed that P&D wasn't in the music video. They got in their feelings about that.
He's not on the song though, is he?
It's his album, remember? Their collab album. They did it together.
Man, you know how Drizzy do, man. You gotta. It's a Drizzy album featuring Party. Y'all know the deal, man.
They said that this was just a test run to see if people still fuck with him.
I will say, I watched the video. I watched the music video, and I'm a huge Drake fan. Y'all know this. Y'all should know this, but I like. The excitement and the star power that was once there it's knocked down just a notch for me. Mm-hmm. And I hate to admit it, but I'm watching it and I'm just like, it just don't hit as hard. It's still Drizzy, it's still NOKIA, like, and maybe it's just the video itself, but I'm like, it's just missing that spark that
The
it.
video.
Yeah, it's missing that spark, man. It's missing that spark. Please do not play this.
I wasn't gonna.
Okay. It's missing the spark, bro. It's missing the spark. Like, but he's not doing nothing different than he used to do. It's just I'm like, I don't know.
I don't know. I think, this time around, he clearly invested a lot into this video. He apparently spent like $2,000 per minute to make it an IMAX video. So he literally shot it like a movie. Like this is, when people say, "Oh, we shooting a movie this weekend," like this is actually a movie
Yeah.
because of the production budget alone. But I don't know. I mean, people liked it. It was shot in black and white, which was cool.
I like that.
There were some moments in there, and then the internet, did its thing. They said that he was trolling Kendrick, of course, with the video. I guess certain imagery in it pointed to like shots at Kendrick. Specifically at the end, there was like a scene where he showed like OVO owls out the cage. And if you remember in Kendrick's music video, he had a scene where it was like the OVO bird like in a cage, or just an owl in a cage. So I don't know. People said that was his like response.
It's so crazy because I be wanting to not acknowledge that or like, but I did see that. It was part, the little like foot dance thing that they were. What is that from, by the way? Wasn't that an old dance or something like that?
I don't know.
He did like this thing with his foot that reminded me of the Super Bowl, and then again towards the end, which I didn't even know they said that, but now that you're saying it, having the owl outside, just sitting on the little poles, which those light poles look like some ones in Compton, by the way. But looking at those little light poles, it reminded me of the Kendrick video. And so it just seems like a lot of this stuff, I don't know if it's intentional. I want to say it's not, but it seems like a lot of this stuff is retaliation.
It might be. I mean, it should be. I feel like he kind of... Not necessarily retaliation, but I kind of feel like everybody's looking at Drake like, what are you going to do next? Like, how are you going to come back from this? And I like to see him leaning into this field, honestly. I feel like I would have expected more from it, just given he has a background in acting, in television, right? Like, I want to see Drake lean more into that side of his artistry because we know he can do it. Like, hopefully he does like an SNL skit again. Like, he killed that shit when he did it last time. So I think he needs to lean into his talents. Like, he doesn't only have to be Drake the rapper.
I don't think there's, but here's the thing. I personally don't think there's anything that he can do. Because, again, it's like this video could have had nothing to do with Kendrick, but no matter what, and it's not even, we're gonna think it's retaliate. Or even if he was to go do SNL, we're gonna be like, damn, like nigga made him stop rapping. Like, it's nothing he can do to get away from the narrative, in my opinion.
I feel like you just level up, like you do bigger and better, Next thing you know, it's like you produce in a movie or you feature film. Like you have other talents and lanes too. Like let's not act like he ain't contribute all these years to music. We know what he's capable of. I don't know. I don't think pivoting into like more film and TV would be a bad look.
I don't think it'd be a bad look.
I think I agree. Just it's a way of expanding his brand again.
Yeah, shout out Drizzy. I mean, NOKIA is an undeniable smash.
It's a hit.
That shit. The thing about NOKIA that's so funny is I visualize him in the studio every time he does a hoo. Like I could just imagine him on the mic doing that shit. That shit is so funny to me.
Facts.
Shout out Drizzy, bro. He the GOAT.
Well, I think that's everything. I think we talked about everything from the OC Fair to festival lineups to music videos. This was an eventful week.
Yes.
And we got an eventful summer ahead. So I'm
ready.
Excited.
I'm ready, man. I'm ready for summer.
What's one thing you're looking forward to this summer?
That's a great question. I'm just ready to like take my stardom to the next level. I'm ready to walk in the rooms and take the air out of the room. I know I keep saying that, and I know I keep saying that I don't know if I'm ready for that, but that's what I'm pushing for. I'm gonna stand on that. I'm just ready to go global, man. That's really what I'm excited for. I know we're gonna be there. So
Scotty's journey of being a star.
Okay. We'll do a private exit. I do have a story, but
okay. I guess one thing I'm looking forward to is hopefully traveling more. I do want to go back to Europe. I would love to go back to Italy and experience an Italian summer. But time will tell. We'll see.
We got that for you.
On that note, thank you guys for tuning in for another week. Again, let us know what topics, what comments, what questions you might have, or if you want to show some love, hop in our DMs.
Show some love.
We'll see you guys next time.
We out.